Hey guys, Helen Hart Smith here from the Heart of the Witch's Path YouTube channel, and I'm with
Kathy.
We're coming at you with another top 10. Hey, this one, it kind of goes in with the last top 10. So if you didn't watch the last one that was popular divination methods, you might want to check that one out. I don't think you have to check it out before this one.
But just know that this is obscure divination methods.
Top 10 obscure.
Yeah, and we're going to be reading off of a list because these were obscure. And some of these were like, what?
And some of them, I'm not even going to say them right. And I'm going to tell you right now, I probably won't. And this one will correct me.
Well, I'll try.
Be prepared. So, do you want to jump in?
Top 10, not in any particular order. Actually, I believe they are in alphabetical order.
Because that's how they came in the list?
Because I have 5 documents with obscure divinations, and I was going through them alphabetically.
Someone's got an obscure divination fetish.
That's what I'm saying. So, well, we pick a divination every year, and I wanted a comprehensive list, and this is the comprehensive.
You have a comprehensive list, or 5, my friend.
Or 5. Oops. Okay, so the number 1 is amneomancy, and if I mispronounce any of these, I apologize. If you know how to pronounce it, comment below. This is a using the call of a child for divination, and if you don't know what the call is, it is the membrane which sometimes envelops a baby at birth. And there are all kinds of superstitions and mythology involving this call. If a child is born with a call, then they're said to be immune to witchcraft. Or I think in some societies they're thought to be a witch. I don't know.
Right. Or I remember this woman that I used to work with, her husband was said to have been born with something over his face.
That was probably the call.
It was something over the face. I can't remember how she referred to it, but it was said that he would have had bad luck, like throughout his whole life.
But see, there's mythology saying. Legends saying that they have good luck, and depending on what color they are, it's
probably
luck.
Like the background of like the area of the world that your family was from,
right?
Because different things mean different things in different areas. Wow, could I have put different in a sentence anymore?
Maybe.
Oh, bless you, my child. Okay.
The last thing I want to say about the call is that it can be used in magic for a child. Yes, it can be.
Do we want it?
No, I don't want to go there, but let's just go on.
Right. And number 2.
Yeah, it's kind of squeaky. I'm sorry. It's out there.
All right. You snuck that one in right under the line, didn't you?
Oh.
All right. Number 2, bellomancy. Bellomancy is the art of using arrows for divination. And one little thing to... Hey,
well, you throw them up in the air.
Throw them up in the air.
See what happens.
So apparently this was actually mentioned, this type of divination was actually mentioned in the Bible in the book of Ezekiel. So look, it got some biblical praise or notoriety. Right. Anyhow, it's the idea that a lost traveler, for instance, could take an arrow, you throw it up, and whatever way it landed, wherever the arrow was pointing, that is where you were supposed to be headed.
Right.
So that is the divination of using arrows.
Right.
Bellomancy.
Then we have trustmomancy. One of my favorites. It is divination by interpreting the utterances of a person who is in a frenzy, and this dates back to the Greek Oracle of Delphi. Now, if you saw the movie The 300, they visit the Oracle of Delphi, and the woman is just really doped up on whatever, the emanations from the well, and so she's just speaking in tongues, more or less, and this is trustmomancy.
That's a mouthful.
It's trustmomancy.
Trustmomancy. All right, number 4 is favomancy. Now, favomancy it looks like it comes out of Russia, from seers in Russia. There is a specific people that's listed.
But she's not going to try
that. My Russian is that bad that I'm not even going to try it. But it is
either.
It's the practice of throwing beans on the ground and interpreting the patterns in which the beans fall. It's technically a type of cleromancy that apparently was not obscure enough to make this list. So, Russian methods of fablemancy still exist and are still used today. However, since the departure of this particular people from the Caucasus in 1864, which lends me to...
Ubix?
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 Details of exactly how they interpreted the patterns have been lost. But now you've made me wonder. Now, see, Kathy put this list together for us, and I thank her for it because now I want to go find out what happened to these people. If you want to know, please comment, and we will share with you.
And it's spelled Ubykhs.
Ubix.
Ubix.
Ubix. Caucasus.
Ooh, this is another good one.
Fablemancy.
This is another good one.
Wow. Okay, moving on.
I love all these old, ancient divination methods. Okay.
Yeah, because
it's kind of squeaky.
this is all new for me too.
Okay. So I don't know if I can pronounce this. I can't pronounce anything. Haruspicy. Haruspicy?
Haru spicy is what it looks like.
I don't know. This is the inspection of the entrails of animals, especially the livers of sacrificed sheep and poultry. And the liver was considered the source of blood and the base of life itself. So apparently they thought the liver of the sheep meant the will of the gods. So the priests called a baru was specially trained to interpret the signs of the entrails, and it was divided into sections depending, and each section represented a different member of deity.
Interesting. And that was used by the ancient Babylonians. So that's kind of specific to that area and that time.
It was used by the Greeks too.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
well,
I've heard of it before.
First, so.
Right. It probably came down through.
Right.
In that whole Mesopotamian area.
And it could be even the Aztecs used it when they ripped the heart out. They might look at the heart, and I don't know what they used the heart for when they ripped out the heart.
Wow.
These violent forms of ancient divination. But they ate the meat, so it was all good. They used the meat.
Number 6.
Vegetarian.
Yeah. Cephalomancy. Yes. This is a system of predicting someone's guilt by burning charcoal on the head of a donkey while reciting the names of suspected criminals. A cracking sound is heard when the guilty person is named.
And that cracking sound is when the donkey kicks who's ever behind him. I don't know if that's true, but
where did this did you have where like the part of the world that this is used from?
No. Most of these actually came from Wikipedia.
Really?
Yeah.
I would be really interested to know what part of the world that came. Look,
that's
another question that we're going to have to look up and find out, folks. That one is interesting to me. I feel bad for the donkey who has charcoal burning on its head, though.
Right. How do they hold the donkey in place?
Well, it would be a short list of criminals before someone got kicked, is what I would.
That's what I said.
Wow.
That's what I said. And these are violent forms. Not all these are violent, but violent forms of ancient divination, which hopefully
maybe that should be. Maybe this top 10 has a subtitle. I don't know.
Forms of ancient divination.
All right.
Okay, so number 7 is odontomancy, which is interpreting the disposition and alignment of your teeth, or by interpreting the pains and aches in your teeth. Not really sure what that's supposed to tell you, but I will say that modern day forensics have been trying to use this to tell you who killed somebody, and it's totally been discounted. But
and only she would know that.
Useless knowledge.
All right, number 8 is pedomancy. That was easy to say, yes. And I think it must have something to do with feet. I mean, call me crazy, but
who knows?
Divination by examining the footprint of a person to be studied and is based on the belief that person's feet represent the symbol of that person's soul. So this was used a lot in Iran, apparently, which of course was part of the Persian Empire. And the shape and appearance of the feet and toes reveal an individual's personality, strengths, and weaknesses. Interesting. It also, pedomancy also goes by the name pedomancy.
Podomancy.
Oh, podomancy or soulistry. Soul, like sole of the foot. Yeah.
Right.
And is a relative of palmistry.
Is that why they call it the soul? Because the soul is said to have lived
That's
there?
it. I'm wondering.
That's
Soulistry.
interesting.
It's all about the root of the word, please.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
I like that one. Okay, that one's not gross.
No.
Unless you have a foot issue, which I don't.
Right.
But
So, just as an aside, so there's this type of foot
because I knew you were gonna have one.
There's this type of foot called a Greek toe. That's where the big toe is smaller than the second toe.
Oh, like shorter?
Yeah, like my feet.
And mine.
Right? See? So, and it's called the Greek toe because it's said to have come out of that area of the world. But like something like 90 or 95% of the people in Australia have Greek toe feet. Right?
Was there a mass?
I don't know. I just know that came up when I was looking because my husband gives me a hard time about my toe being smaller, and I think that it's awesome, and he thinks it's not.
I think it's awesome.
And, well, it's my foot. It's a part of my body. I think it's awesome, and he does not. And so I had to look up about the Greek toe and all of the statistics involved.
I'm learning so much today, guys. I hope you are too.
Useless knowledge.
All right.
Okay, so the next one is also involving
I
a part
can't
of the body.
believe you included this. Is this for real?
Yes, and I emailed this to you like Thursday.
Honey, I have been so busy. You have no idea.
Okay, so the next one, also involving a part of the body, is called rumpology, and as one might assume, it has to do with the rump or the butt. And they're reading the lines, crevices, and folds of a person's buttocks in much the same way a palmist would read the palm of the hand.
I got nothing else. Number 10. Number 10. Scatharomancy. Scatharomancy. Am I saying that right?
Yes, and now that you're using a word that sounds like it, you're lucky I didn't put scatomancy on here.
So this is the divination of using the tracks of a beetle crawling over the grave of a murder victim. I think this is the last time I'm ever going to let you put together a top 10 list unsupervised.
You wanted obscure divination method.
Holy cow, you won. You won the Obscure Divination Award. What on earth? Now, was there any other background information? Like, was this out of Egypt or?
A lot of the divination methods, as I was going through and preparing this document, I could find volumes on, like tarot cards and runes. I mean, you can find all kinds of information on that. The stuff on the call, our number one, there was paragraphs. There's probably about a page worth of information. And I'm talking about a Word document with small margins and 12 Tahoma. So it's quite a bit of information on a page. But other ones, it would just be a line like that. Scatharomancy. And have absolutely no information on where it came from or how you do it. Or, a lot of them said, using this, and then how do you use this?
Right.
Who knows?
Can you give me a pattern or?
Right. So
interesting.
If you're interested in more obscure divination methods, I would recommend starting on Wikipedia and look at divination methods. And I think the page I had found had this huge list at the bottom of other divination methods. And yeah, it led me down the rabbit hole. 4 days.
For days.
4 days. I literally have 5 documents, and none of these documents are tiny, but they're not like the documents I have on the gods and goddesses, but
those are huge.
Yeah, those are. I have more than 5 documents.
All right, well, guys, there you have it. You have a top 10 list of obscure tarot. Our
Divination.
Obscure Divination.
And, you know, if you try any of these, please don't try the one where you have to murder something or burn
burn on a
brains
donkey's head.
But, you know, if you try some of these, let us know how they turn out.
If you've tried any of them.
Or if you have another obscure type of divination, please share, because I am always looking to make my files bigger.
All right, guys. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel.
And if you learned something today, please like us.
Please check out the blog and our podcasts that are available here and on iTunes and PodOmatic and Podcast Addict. They're all down below.
Right.
All the links are down below. So thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time. And thank you for walking the path a little while with us. Until next time, blessed be.